Are you so excited to go to the hospital, but you're wondering who exactly should go with you? That's a really good question. This video talks about who's going to support you when you're in labor. My name is Monique, and this is your Tuesday tip. When you come to the hospital, you probably have an entire packing list of things to bring. A car seat, nursing bras, pajamas, socks, take-home outfit for the baby. But did you ever think about who exactly is going to go there to support you? Don't forget, you are going to embark on a huge experience, which could be a very long time, okay? And what that means for you want to go to the hospital with someone that you know is going to support you physically, mentally, and emotionally. That may not be your mom. That may not be your partner. That may not be your best friend. It might be all of them. It might be just one of them. Now, this is Corona season, and I totally get that. So what that might mean for you is you have to pick one who may not fulfill all of those roles. You might not have anybody who fulfills any of those roles. So let's pretend for a minute that you do have that person. What does that person look like, ideally? That is a person who you know you can trust. You can trust to rub your back when you need it, or tell you kind words when you need it, distract you when it's been 24 hours and you're still at 2 centimeters. Someone who knows your favorite song to put on that really relaxes you. The person who you know can distract you and take you out of your mind, or bring you super focused so that you can really relax. You want to think about that person who is there to support you and not their agenda. Not someone who's trying to live their labor through you. Now, this doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you're in labor, it is. You want someone who is really going to support you for you. I always tell my students and my patients when I get the chance, you are at your most vulnerable when you're in labor. You're also at your strongest, and you want someone who recognizes that. Someone who understands that this is a super humbling experience for everybody involved. Okay, they're not there to be the star. You are there to be the star. That doesn't mean that you're on stage. It doesn't mean that you are obligated to invite everybody or anybody. You might be the kind of person, kind of like me, who didn't want anybody in the room. It was just me and my ocean sounds. It was good. Okay. My partner was in the room, and every once in a while he would say something that actually did relax me. And then it was time to push. And that's totally different video. We'll get into it. But I really want you to think deeply about what that person looks like. I want you to be selective. I want you to get really selfish for a minute. Yes, you're going to bring a whole person into the world, and you should be thinking about that person. You should be thinking about your baby's needs, but you're the one going through it. Okay, I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to have a support person that supports you and your desires and your needs. And when you make that list of ideal characteristics, ideal traits, I want you to then look at your network and say, okay, who fulfills these needs the most? You might have to upset some people. You might piss some people off, basically. Okay? You can't choose everybody. Right now, it's Corona season. Most hospitals only allow one person. If you're having a birthing center or home birth, the rules and the regulations might be a little bit different for you. But for people who are going to the hospital, which is the majority of, the US, you can only choose one person. Choose wisely, okay? Because you're going to remember that day forever. I have 4 kids. 4 of them. 4 people came out of me. And I remember every single birth from start to finish. I remember just about everybody who was in every single one. The first one, I wrote a list. So that's why I could remember everybody who came in through my hospital room. The last three, I remember every single person who was there and how they made me feel. Okay? You're not going to forget. So think about it. Be honest with yourself. Okay? And then ask that person, would you mind supporting me when I'm in labor? And here's what support looks like for me. It may not look the same for everybody, and that's okay. You want a person who understands that when you go into labor, here are the things that you want, okay? You want to be reminded to move around. You want to be reminded that you're a great person. You are strong. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You're bringing a whole live person into the world, like for real. That's no small deal, okay? That's huge. You know, you want someone there who really empowers you and lifts you. So make that list, check it twice, and ask your person, you know, will you do this for me? Will you be there for me? And then let them be there for you. My name is Monique, and this was your Tuesday tip. I hope it was helpful, because your birth experience matters.